Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken about the 12. Oh, a nice spin. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Round 80. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home here. Let's make these babies.
From the 35 on second down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
180. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 24. Check 24. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Let's go. Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike. 180. 55. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield, and he'll find Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, high 7. Check 49. Hey, alert, 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 alert. My touch.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
King! Check! Run! Check!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra